Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny. And now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to new, when an age ends, when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance. Lines from the speech of our first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, given on the eve of India's independence towards midnight on 14th August 1947. Greetings to all. I am Arisha Lahon on behalf of DWPS Agartala, wishing all a very happy 75th Independence Day. On this very day in 1947, India was liberated from the British rule after nearly 200 years. We could achieve this independence only because of decades of struggle, sacrifice, rebellion by our freedom fighters. In the midst of this COVID pandemic, things are taking place online, but that shouldn't stop us from celebrating such an auspicious occasion. Hence, we, the students of DWPS Agartala, have put up this short program to honor and pay tribute to these heroes and their successful efforts in making India an independent nation. To begin with, I'd like my friend Raj Ritu to speak on the essence of freedom, secularism, and being a self-sustainable country.
Greetings to all. Freedom means enhanced expression of creativity, original thoughts, high quality of life, morality, and the privilege of liberty and independence. The only real prison is fear, ignorance, poverty, and oppression, and the only real freedom is freedom from those. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. It is the power and right to act, speak, or think independently, interchanging of ideas, rights of each citizen to communicate their own views, as well as the right to receive opinions. Freedom is the ability to be yourself in the truest form. Promotion of women's sense of self-worth, their right to influence social change for themselves and others is women's empowerment. Freedom essential for this empowerment is firstly freedom of movement and women's economic empowerment. Economic empowerment is the participation in education and getting a job in all possible fields. Gender equality is first and foremost a human right. Understanding and respecting different religion is secularism. Religion, in true sense, means to be free from superstitions and helping others in distress and showing them the light of conscience. Today, being self-dependent is the ultimate definition of being freedom. Every citizen is to develop moral character and social strength, which contributes self-reliant India, which can be admired by the whole world. Thank you and happy Independence Day.
Hello everyone, wish you all a very happy Independence Day. It will be necessary for us Indians, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Jews and Parsis and all others to whom India is their home to recognize our common flag to live and to die for. As rightly said by our Bapuji, every free nation has its own flag. It symbolizes a free nation. But do you all know something very interesting? That our country's flag has gone through many vicissitudes and finally evolved. It happened during the meeting of the Constituent Assembly on 22nd July 1947 that they adopted the present form of the flag with saffron on the top indicating the strength and the courage of the country, the middle white band indicating the peace and the truth with the Dharma Chakra, the bottom green band indicating the growth, auspiciousness and fertility of the land. As for the emblem on the flag, it was the Dharma Chakra of Emperor Ashoka in place of the spinning wheel. The Dharma Chakra also depicted the wheel of the law in the Sarnath lion capital made by the 3rd century BC Mauryan Emperor Ashoka. As long as we Indians display our flag proudly, as long the provisions of the flag code is strictly followed to prevent any disrespect to the flag. When the flag is getting hoisted, we should face to the flag and should be in attention position. A disheveled or a damaged flag should not be displayed. Thank you. Now I would like to request Neha Devarma to continue.
On this Independence Day, let me take to a virtual visit to these two places where history was made. A place now enveloped in a cocoon of calmness, pigeons fluttering near a wall marked with bullet holes. Yes, I'm talking about the Jallianwala Bagh, a place that was rocked by the shrieks of hundreds of people trying to escape the indiscriminate firing by the British soldiers. Jallianwala Bagh was the scene of the infamous massacre ordered by General Dyer, a massacre that saw 379 dead and almost 1,000 injured. Next is the Sabarmati Ashram, nestled near the banks of river Sabarmati, where Mahatma Gandhi once lived and launched several famous movements of India's freedom struggle. The ashram is wrapped with a serene calm, and one can almost feel the presence of Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you. Now, I would like to call my friend Tanishka to speak about the Indian freedom fighters who envisioned Indian freedom.
Nowadays, we talk so much about women empowerment. History also mentioned women who showed courage and determination in the face of adversity. Their dauntlessness to look death in the eyes, their intense love and love for their motherland all served the same purpose. They gave selfless sacrifices and even lied their lives to see their nation free and prospering. So today let's commemorate one of the most iconic freedom fighters. कुछ विचित्र थी उसकी कहानी, मातृभूमि के लिए प्राणहुति देने की ठानी, अंतिम सांस तक लड़ी वो मर्दानी, वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी. Yes, she is none other than Rani Lakshmibai, born as Manikarnika and married to the king of Jhansi. She became Rani Lakshmibai, one of India's most prominent freedom fighters, to lead an armed revolution against the British East Company in 1857. She refused to accept the doctrine of lapse imposed by the British government. She chose to fight freedom rather than to surrender. Thank you and happy Independence Day.
This year we are celebrating our 75th Independence Day, and I want to dedicate this song to all our freedom fighters and our current soldiers who are the reason we are sleeping peacefully at night. ऐ मेरी ज़मीं अफ़सोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द से महफूज रहे, तेरी आनी सदा चाहे जाने मेरी ये रहे न रहे. ऐ मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे, फीका न परे कभी रंग तेरा जिसने उसे कल के खून कहे. मैं मिल जावा दिल बनके, मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू. नदियों में बह जावा खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू. तुम्हारे मेरी क्या फिक्र, तुझे क्यों किस दरिया बहता है. तू कहती थी तेरा चांद हूँ मैं, और चांद हमेशा रहता है. मिट्टी में मिल जावा दिल बनके, मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू. नदियों में बह जावा दिल खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू. Happy Independence Day. After me, Shreya Shlodh is going to carry on the program. Jai Hind!
Good day everyone. The Indian independence saga is one of the most brutal battles that was ever fought against foreign oppression. And till today, if we speak anything that comes to our mind, when we talk about Indian independence, it is the unflinching patriotism that was the base behind the struggle. I guess it is yet again the time to go back to those tales and get inspired. As a citizen of the country, it is the duty of each person to work towards the betterment of the country, to bring ecological change in society. All should be made aware of their rights as well as their duties. Keeping our locality clean, not destroying our national property, following civic rules are some of the duties we should adhere to. And I can proudly say that I am an Indian. Now I will sing national anthem.
Subhanallah.